I think this is what's going to happen on Saturday.
I will be taking Colorado State minus 9.5. And again, if this quarterback doesn't cover the spread, you've got to go to State Farm.
This game's going to soar over. I'm telling you right now, final score is going to be 38-34.
Welcome back to week 11 of the coin toss. I know you see the rundown. Yes, we changed it again. I don't want to hear it out of your goddamn mouth.
I don't want to hear shit.
I don't want to hear it. We changed it up. There's a lot of games. We want to talk about them. Lauren, how was your weekend?
It was good, Mike. How was yours?
It was good. It was all right.
Okay.
Didn't hit my whale again, so I have a clown nose for the whale segment. But we'll
somehow sneaked my Syracuse well. Don't know how they squeaked, but they squeaked.
Shout out to Nittany Lions.
Yeah, shout out Mike, first of all.
Yeah, can we get a collective fuck Mikey for this?
Yeah, literally fuck
like
Mike.
You guys like this? Huh?
How about on one? Fuck you, Mike.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck you, Mike.
Okay, guys.
Oh, that's probably my favorite thing we've ever done on this show.
Felt great.
That
yeah, that
was your favorite.
Yeah, that felt really good. That felt really good.
It's nice to be able to move. I don't have that dumb freaking costume on. Holy crap, I can actually see you guys. Well, speaking of fuck Mike, Dua Lipa, this is a message for you. Through glass, I would cry. I'm just kidding. Speaking of fuck Mike, I fucked us with Penn State. Rav, let's start with the Rav Report. How did we do?
Let's start. Because Mike fucked us with Penn State, we now all have unders to give him.
Forgot about that. Fuck me sideways.
And I have 2.
Oh, yeah, Rav does have 2.
You're fucked.
I'm fucked.
You're so fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Mike, you went 8-10 last week. List your whale, but still not horrible. We don't celebrate 8 and 10 weeks, though.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
LC, 3, 4, and 1. You hit your whale.
Shout out.
And that should be flip-flop, but shout out Penn State.
You're welcome.
Yep.
God's work. That's what I'm doing. Oh, and I also gave you Will Howard under a pick, right? Oh, no, I didn't.
Yes. Yes, you did.
No, I gave it more than.
Oh, you had more than a pick.
Yeah, I took.
Berg
You
win
took
for
less
Mikey.
with
That's a
Berg
huge
win for
Berg
Mikey.
win for me.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that was a
Huge
big one.
Javon, you went 4 and 4 and hit your whale. 8 and 1 on whales.
That's
Sure.
insane.
And I'm going to keep saying it, and I don't even think I'm jinxing it. I'm not.
You might be.
Inevitable.
You might be.
And then I went 8 and 6. Hit my whale again.
Wow.
Let's go, Rav.
Let's go.
Let's go, Rav.
We're heating up. We are 27 and 12 on whales this
Holy
entire show.
Shit.
That's actually
All
crazy.
year. That's
And
actually so good.
Yeah.
On best bet, that's actually incredible.
Yeah. We are doing it better than anyone.
I think I'm 0-3 in my last 3. So I just want to have
Yeah,
a
but you
round of
started
applause
out
for you
red
guys.
hot.
I did.
Yeah.
Could
So
be the
back
week
today.
to buy in.
This is a good week
Yeah.
to buy low on Mikey Over.
No. Last 2. You only missed the last 2.
Okay, word.
Restrepo, you hit.
Oh, I forgot I changed it.
yeah.
You actually hit
That's
all
just
of
not
your
three-peat.
potential whales that week.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh yeah, that was.
Shout out me.
That's right.
Should we get to some games? Are we ready to
Yes.
talk some ball?
I think so.
Lauren, the first game we're going to talk about is called the Holy War. Or as I like to refer to it, let's soak and shake the bed. BYU is facing off against Utah in Utah. The over-under is 40.5. The spread is -3. BYU going into Utah as a favorite. Zach Wilson's little brother, I still believe, will be at quarterback for Utah.
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out to Wilsons.
I think so. First of all, insane line.
Crazy line.
Insane line.
Crazy
It does kind of remind me of the UCF game, but I don't think this one will end up the same. Go ahead and give me Utah.
Yeah, it's a crazy line. I'm going to go ahead and...
Oh, also, the under. Whaling the under.
We're turning 2 first game.
Yes.
I'm going to go BYU -3.5. I think they want to soak. I think that campus
Dude, they
is
both
getting
soak.
ready to actually have...
Dude, we're getting double soakage.
I almost said something crazy.
Oh, okay.
What's that thing that moves the bed for them?
Shaking.
Yeah.
Shaking and soaking.
They probably all have that.
Earthquaking. No, I think it's called earthquaking.
Earthquaking. No, like
Yeah.
someone's like under them doing something.
Oh.
Yeah, they shake
Yeah.
the mattress.
Yeah, they
from
shake the
below.
mattress
You get your
for you.
roommate to get his feet up there, and he shakes the mattress.
First
That
of
would be
all,
cool.
really quick,
What?
kind of a real one if you do that.
Rav just said that'd be really cool.
Dude, right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you want to think like, some brotherly bonding. Bro, Jessica's coming over. You mind shaking?
No, that's a real one.
Like, dude, fuck, man. We got to hear it. It's like, all right, yeah, I'll throw in the new Rod Wave album in my ears and you just fucking shake away.
I can't imagine
How do you let them know
there
you're
being
done?
too much noise.
Dude, I'm good. You can stop. But yeah, I'm going to take BYU. I think that campus is primed up, ready to soak. And as Jovan would say, this is literally just TCU of 2 years ago, so they just don't lose, and they will cover
They
somehow.
don't lose, yeah.
They will cover somehow.
But Utah, I mean, that's daddy. What?
Daddy?
Yeah, Utah?
Over BYU?
Yeah, daddy.
Is that
So,
daddy?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you call that daddy?
That's flagship.
I mean, yeah, but I'll tell you, he's not daddy, Isaac Wilson, because he's bad at ball.
Shout out the Wilson family, though.
Shout out the Wilson family. I guess I'll take this. I'm also going BYU.
Let's go.
I'll join Mike. I've been saying since almost like week 2 that stop fading BYU. Doesn't work. It's been sharp literally every single week.
Yeah.
I'll pay to find out who's going to be the first team to do it.
I will, too.
That's understandable.
They
I mean,
also
yeah.
looked dominant last weekend.
No, they did.
Everything worked.
Go ball club.
You know the first team that's going to do it?
Utah.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, I could actually, rare time, I'll agree with Rav.
We're look-aheading for an Arizona State game.
They're going to Tempe.
Okay, word. Let's move to game 2, shall we?
Yeah, please.
Because Rav brought up Arizona State, so now he doesn't get a pick.
Let's go and get out of here.
That's fine.
Colorado's playing Texas Tech. Shedeur Sanders said he's not registering for spring classes because he's, in fact, going to the league. They are -3.5 going into Lubbock, Texas. The over-under is 62.5. Lauren, what do you do when Shedeur says he's not registering for spring classes but has a 3.5-point spread?
Well, for one, I will say this might be the most easy over I've ever seen.
Whoa.
And because of that, it's probably going to go under, but I freaking love the over. 2, I think this Colorado team is pretty special, and they might be that team. So give me the Buffs and the over. Turning 2 once again.
Turning 2 again. I'm going to also take the over here. And I don't know. I kind of want to take Texas Tech. This just feels like a weird spread.
It is.
Colorado's been turning what feels like the heat on a little bit, and it feels like everyone now is being like, oh, Colorado might be a real deal school. I mean, being a favorite going into Lubbock is definitely very difficult.
It's a hard place
I don't
to
know
play.
though. I just see Taj Brooks running rampant on Colorado. So I'm going to take the over, but I think I'm going to take Tech plus 3.5 here.
Yeah.
Taj Brooks, 2 touchdowns.
Interesting move from you.
Turning 3.
That's
I
actually
respect
like one of
you.
the sharpest things I've heard from you.
Yeah, I would really
Like,
like
that
to
was
be a Colorado
so-
guy here.
Like, that was kind of diabolical.
I feel like Colorado's going to be the sharp play now.
No, I don't think so.
Why don't we ask the Sharp Report?
Yeah, why don't we ask the sharp?
I honestly think Colorado, rare time, they might be the sharp side. Because Texas Tech is coming off of the massive upset. Can't let it get swept, too, because we didn't put this in the show. Texas Tech was my dog of the week last week. They went to Ames and won. But didn't put that in. But now they're coming back home. Massive game against Colorado. I don't know who would have put that on their bingo card going into the season. I think it might be Colorado. But it's one of these weird games where bounces between 3 and 3.5. Those end on 3 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay off. But what I am going to do is use my undercard for Mikey Over. Lock it in, brother.
Yes.
Wait, are you using
Never
it
been a
because
better time.
you want him to lose or you think it's going to win?
I just want him to root for an under that he has no business rooting for.
That actually might be so free. That's
Win or
what's
not.
funny.
That's Win or not.
Fucking foul. A Texas Tech Colorado under is fucking foul.
Foul.
I don't want to hear foul out of your mouth. Last episode, foul. This, not foul.
Wow. Tech Colorado under and Tech. That's fucking gross.
Yeah, and I would gladly take the over and splooge with points with
Okay.
Mikey.
Okay, Rav. No, that's good. No, I like that. All right, first undercard. I got to root for Colorado Tech under. Dude, that's so fucked. It's
That's
not
good.
even like a fucking this could be a good trench battle. There's going to be 90 points in this game.
That's a game you're just going to have to not watch because
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of games we're not watching, Michigan is plus 13.5 going into Bloomington, Indiana. This Indiana team seems as though they cannot be beat. They cannot be covered against. The over-under is 48.5. Lauren. Michigan after punking little bro in Michigan State.
sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
And then getting punked by Oregon. Now goes into Indiana, who a lot of people are saying is possibly a front runner to make some noise in the Big Ten, maybe win the Big Ten, maybe make the playoffs. Plus 13.5.
It's a good ball club. Honestly, this game has me spinning. I don't know what I want to take, but I would love to hear, Rav, what the notebook is saying about this one.
I think the notebook is going to square up here and just take Indiana minus 14 and close its eyes. Because I cannot put any good faith in a one-dimensional offense like Michigan. Signetti is by far the better coach, offensive mastermind. I am just going to take Indiana minus 14. And I love fading undefeated teams, but Indiana's just so much better than Michigan.
Oh, they're special.
This is the first time Indiana's a favorite over Michigan since 1968.
I'm also taking Indiana. But I'm going to take Indiana because I've watched Indiana every week we've done this show, and I think the most impressive part of Indiana is not Curtis Rourke when he spins the ball. It's that Indiana defense.
Mm-hmm.
People are sleeping on how good this defense is, and I think, like Rav said, against a one-dimensional offense like Michigan, they're going to have a tough day in Bloomington, Indiana.
Yeah, you know what, too? Dan Lanning last week. Did you guys see how they covered that game?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
I mean,
nuts.
I swear to God, Lanning had the spread in the back
For
of his head.
sure. For sure.
I was with a bunch of my boys, and one of them had Michigan, and he was just crying on the ground with how that ended.
Yeah.
Crying.
So,
Dude,
give
Javon,
me
we
fucking
we
Indiana.
got so lucky Georgia didn't do that to us with
Oh, I
Florida.
know.
I was sweating.
The
I
one
was
thing,
like, dude,
the one
Kirby
thing that
Smart's gonna kick
saved
that
them in
field
that
goal.
game is that both entire teams got hurt, so they wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
I'm sure as quick as Florida did. So that was.
I thought they
that
were
was
going to
huge.
do it.
People sleep with Lagway. Florida does win that game.
100%.
Carson Beck, bad.
Bad.
Bad ball
Bad.
player.
Indiana. Indiana.
Does anyone like a total for this game?
No. It's just a weird one, 40.5. Like,
Indiana could get to 49 by themselves, maybe.
they
You know
could.
what?
I just don't
I'll
believe
ride.
Michigan.
I'll ride Indiana with y'all.
Wow.
Sign me up.
Javon.
Welcome.
Sign me up.
No.
Does that put us in boss call territory?
Tell me you're taking
How
Michigan.
about this? Because this is a dumb one to go boss
Yeah,
call
this
for.
is
How
like-
about I just say no play? Because I don't take 2 touchdown favorites. There's a reason why I take a lot of 2 touchdown dogs, because those have been the ones that have been absolutely printing. So stay away. Does that count for no boss call, or do I have to take Michigan?
I think that would count.
What do we think?
Take it to the VAR?
I'm not going to lie. I wanted to do a no play, but I felt like.
Can you have a no play once the boss
Let's
call has
ask
been
Josh,
initiated?
producer Josh.
Producer Joe.
Oh,
And then
wow.
it counts towards his wreck? You could take
Are
a
you
tote.
looking at the
You
rule
could
books
take
right
a
now?
Tote, dude. You could take a tote. You could take a tote. Javon.
Michigan plus 14.
Nice.
What? Dude, that's going to be aired too much.
I don't even think a lot of people are going to be on Michigan plus 13.
Nobody
And
is.
Javon's going to get a no in the fucking win column.
Dude, that could be.
All right.
That's
No
all
boss
right.
call, though. Shout out
I'm riding
Javon.
for the vibes.
Shout out Javon. Speaking of wins in the win column, Alabama's going into Death Valley as a favorite, minus 2.5. The over-under is 58.5. As someone that has watched Jalen Milroe throw with his eyes closed, fill his diaper, but also have legacy covers, what do you do in this game, Lauren?
Look, this may not be your Ma and Paul's Alabama team,
It ain't your ma and pa's Bama.
but I'm going to trust this Bama team before I trust this LSU team.
Wow.
So give me the Tide.
I'm going to take LSU at home. Death Valley is
knew you were gonna do
a
that.
scary place to play, and Jalen Milroe has just not been the guy yet. LSU plus 2.5.
Can we talk about how LSU keeps getting these night games?
Yeah, it's
How do
nuts.
they keep getting blessed with
Crazy.
night games?
Crazy.
I think it's
Like,
just
that's
that
not-
environment is just perfect.
I mean, it's
for
sick,
TV
but
as
still,
well.
like, what an advantage.
Huge
It's like,
advantage.
why do you keep... Oh.
And the over,
That's the whole
58.5. Love the over here, 58.5. LSU Bama,
Yeah.
that game soars. LSU plus 2.5 on the over.
I don't mind that.
Rav,
Rav?
notebook.
I know that tap, LSU.
No, it's Bama.
Going into the
That's a
year,
Bama tap.
going into the year, I thought that like a bunch of the top teams in the SEC were just all really like good, and you didn't really know which one was gonna be better or worse. And it's not kind of like the same way this year, like going into the year. I do think that Bama getting 2.5 is a little telling. I think that LSU struggled against dual threat quarterbacks. You think of Norris Sellers, you think of Marcel Reed in the second half against Texas A&M. And Bama struggled on the road, and they're favorites. So I'm going to take Bama on the ML.
Wow.
What a guy.
I really didn't know what I was taking going into that, but I had a bunch of notes to convince me either way, and I think I'm going to take Bama.
I know the Rav taps. That was always Bama.
Yeah,
that
like
was
you
a
do the
Bama
Rav
tap.
taps.
Looking
I got
back
no
at it.
taps, but I'm also going Tide. in this
No
one.
way you're going Tide as well.
Going Tide.
go.
Brian Kelly's got his one big home win per year.
That's
and
right.
He got that against Ole Miss. He ain't getting another. I fade Brian Kelly in these spots, and he's already got his one, so I'm taking Bama, even though I do not like Jalen Milroe. But you know what I also will take? I'll turn to first half under. Both these teams are coming off a bye week. And, I mean, Alabama, LSU is not Florida, Georgia, but I like to fade the opposite side of bye weeks. People think it's the time to get right for a team. I think teams come out rusty. So that first
Agreed.
half for Florida, Georgia was ugly, I would say. I think we get something similar early on. Then they settle in.
So you're telling me you're on Alabama?
Dude, no, we're not doing this again.
You're
I
not
promise
doing
you.
this again.
I promise you.
Javon's on Alabama?
No, like you already gave your pick.
No, we're just I'm just pointing out we're in an interesting spot.
No, I
I
don't think so.
we've
I think
ever
it's
been in
I
a
think it's
spot like this
3-1.
before. Josh, what are you on? Hmm.
No, I'm not doing this again.
You're a dirty dog.
Oh! Well, we've just never been in a spot like this before. That's just why I'm pointing it out.
Oh,
That's
really?
just- I've never
Have
been
we
on an
not?
island
Alright.
by myself in a game like
That's
this
why I went
before.
3 and 4
If you
last week.
flip to Bama, I'm giving you the under for this game.
All right, I'll stick with LSU. I'm going to stick with LSU
All it takes.
and the over. I'm going to stick with LSU and the over because I know that over's hitting.
Way to bug back, Rav.
Should we move to the biggest game on the slate?
I think we should.
The biggest game on the slate. Carson Beck and the upstart Bulldogs are going into Rebeltown as 2.5-point favorites. The over-under is 54.5. Jackson Dart could be primed to sell. Carson Beck could be primed to sell. Warren, when a Bulldog faces a Rebel, what do you do?
Listen, Mike, I totally believe Florida would have beat Georgia last weekend if Lagway would have stayed healthy. I think we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
But since they couldn't finish the job, give me Ole Miss and Jackson Dart to finish the job and get the upset here. Give me the Rebels.
Wow. Rav, who's finishing the job?
Hannah Cavender.
What? Haley Cavendish.
She finishes the job,
She does.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I have the Georgia under 10.5 wins, so this is Ole Miss system.
Javon.
Stand.
I cannot stand Ole Miss because I feel like they're very gimmicky, and I feel like
Wow.
that the book has been out on them a little bit.
Wow.
But
Okay.
I'm going to take them in this spot. I'm going to take Ole Miss. I think the way this goes, Georgia slips one against Ole Miss, and they beat the absolute piss out of Tennessee next week. So give me out the Rebels.
I mean, you guys are fucking dumb because you knew I was taking Ole Miss. So putting me in this spot.
No, I don't care
where now we
because-
have to make the
This
call.
is
No,
one where
no, this is
I could live with it.
Trent is easily taking Georgia. So fire up that. I'm not even
know.
Sound the alarm.
No, listen. I'm going to call it right now. You're going to ask him, and he's going to say something about the Texas game. I promise you.
This is going to be my whale, but I feel like since we're in...
Like, remember last time I faded
we're
Georgia?
in
That's exactly how
fucking-
that's going to start.
Since we're in
I don't know. He
Trent
might, you know,
territory, I got to make the call.
he might be scarred from Texas A&M, South Carolina, because he squared up and took them then.
That's true.
We've got a coin toss question for you. Georgia's going into Ole Miss as a -2.5 favorite. Who would you take?
Give me Ole Miss.
Shit!
I did not see that coming.
No way!
I did not see that coming.
No way!
I couldn't have been more wrong.
You guys are fucked for that. You guys are fucked for that. I have to find a new whale because you guys
Dude,
just
looking at
flipped
it-
me off of
whales
all.
You know
are
what? The
protected. Remember,
over.
they're
Those are
endangered.
protected, endangered species. We established that rule.
The over looks kind of good.
Fuck for that. Not one of you woke up and was like, you know what? Georgia's probably the best college team in the country. They probably beat Ole Miss. None of you.
No,
None of you did your job
because they're not.
and thought, you know what? I'm going to take Georgia to beat Ole Miss, who hasn't beaten a big team all year. Not one of you did your job. Now I got to have Georgia after I'm 0 for 2 on Ole Miss Wales. Not one of you. Javon, I'm looking right at you. I'm going to have a word with you.
You know, if
You're taking old moo.
If we didn't have the Ohio State situation last week, maybe I would have flipped. Maybe I would have been the guy to give you some grace.
Dude, this is fucked. All right, fine. Georgia, -2.5.
Dude, but your whale is protected.
Yeah, what do I do there, though? Then?
It's protect.
But you can't protect it and then also give me, like, it just gets canceled out. It's
That's
like
literally what Rav did
That's
last
what I
week.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, it got canceled out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually pissed at you guys. That's fucked up.
Dude, I was mad last week at you.
That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up.
This
This
Now
is
you know how it
fucked up.
feels.
This
guy.
is fucked up.
And now
That's
we have
Ohio State, Penn State. You guys knew I was taking Ole Miss fucking 3 weeks ago. All right, let's move to the fucking Whales of the Weekend. Welcome back to Whales of the Weekend, the most profitable segment in all of sports betting. We are up $3.1 trillion. White guys for Kamala reached out and they said, dude, if you just vote for her, you can help us pay off the national debt. We said, we don't pick sides, but we'll help pay off the national debt. So they are tailing the whales again this week. We have the U.S. government behind us once again. Whale of the Weekend, I'm going last.
You're going last?
Yeah, I need to reconsider. I need to collect. I need to figure out what I'm doing.
All right, fair enough. I'll start it off. Listen, I love this Vanderbilt team. I love Pavia. But the South Carolina team is the real deal, so I will be backing them on the road. Give me the Cox -3.5.
Cox. 3.5 is,
I haven't used this well before. Humpback well.
well, on the Cox.
A lot of humping going on. Yeah.
You
Humping
know,
on the
people don't, I feel like people don't talk enough about how big a 3.5 point spread is. I think a lot of people like to talk about the 7.5s and the 6.5s. But when it comes to the Cox, like, that's a big spread. Some people would say it's the best spread.
Above average spread.
Yeah, that it does the job a 6.5 point spread does.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I live in the Pick'em area, but, 3.5, that's a lot of points.
Not this weekend.
It's a lot of points for the Cox. But that's good. They cover that. I agree. Who
You
wants to
guys
step
will
up?
be shocked. Utterly shocked.
Okay.
I don't have a clue. Is it a gross game?
What kind of tap is that, Mike?
It's not a gross game?
Actually, now
I
that
need
I heard
you-
the
I need
tap.
you to read the tap. Read the
Hold
tap.
on, I heard that tap. Let me get in my bag here. Hold on. Is it Clemson -6.5?
Wow, I think
I'm
I know
going
what
to
it
keep
is.
saying some nuggets from the notebook here, and you guys can keep guessing. This team is 35-10 straight up at home since 2018. It's Penn State -13 against Washington.
Oh.
You're a fuck piece of shit.
He folded so quickly. He went from you would know and
Team
then
is 35-10 at home. It's Penn State. Oh, okay. Word.
We know that they cannot beat good teams like Ohio State and Michigan.
Do we know?
The week after, they are 20-4 straight up, including 4-1 against the spread in the last 5. I think that Washington coming across the country is going to affect them. They have not won a singular game or covered a singular game on the road this year, Washington. And this is the whiteout game for Penn State. I think they win by 2+ touchdowns.
Was last weekend not a whiteout? I swear it was all white.
This is like the designated whiteout game.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Thanks.
Type of well.
Oh, false killer whale, because that's what Penn State is.
Wow.
I mean, you're just being rude. Honestly, you're just being rude, and you took them, so that's just crazy.
I'm just trying to find a
Rav
winner.
just has this weird vendetta against Penn State because from the beginning of the year, I told him they don't lose not big games, and he tried to make 3 games for Penn State big that they didn't lose, and now they finally lost a big game, and now he realizes that it works, but he still has this vendetta because he thought that.
Hold on. I'm the one that told you that they don't win big games.
Can we rewind the tape when Rav told me USC was a big game for Penn State and that they were going to lose that game?
Dude, it was a big game, and they didn't cover. In fact, they almost lost.
Oh,
In fact, they were
Oh.
down
Oh.
multiple
Oh.
touchdowns at halftime.
and I almost made the NBA.
But
If I just stuck with it long enough.
You were shitting down
If
your
I
leg at halftime.
just stuck with ball long enough.
That's the
could have been
same
in the
USC
NBA.
team that has 4 losses now.
I almost made the NFL if my dad let me play football. I was that close. If he just let me throw one ball. Almost.
You can't throw a ball. Though.
Almost. Almost. I can almost throw a ball. I can almost throw a ball.
I know you can shoot a basketball. Akshay Bhatia.
I can shoot a basketball.
I'm going to take you to one of the early games on the slate. Probably one you probably wouldn't think I'd be going to.
Boston College, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep, that was too easy. Yep.
Boston College is winning. We get Syracuse. They won, frankly, a really weird game when they're playing the VT backups.
Yeah, early game.
Early game. Yeah, I'm not going to UL Monroe or Minnesota.
Yeah,
it's Boston College.
College.
They're coming off a bye. They lost 3 games going into the bye. Like I said, I don't like backing them off byes, but I think Thomas Castellanos was a little more banged up than they led the public to believe over those last couple games, and that was the reason why they were struggling. And now he gets a week to get healthy, and now they play Syracuse, coming off of that miraculous win in overtime against VT. Mm-hmm. They're going to lose at Boston College. And added narrative. This is like the Chip Kelly narrative from last week. You know who's calling this game? Because it's on the CW.
Gus Jones.
No, if he was on the CW.
Oh, wait, he's not on the CW.
Yeah.
He's on Fox News.
But it's a guy named Tom Brenneman.
Oh my God,
That's a long drive by Castellanos.
No, deep to left field.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's a W name.
Side add to the whale. Thomas Castellanos is going to have a long rush for a touchdown, and he's getting in the end zone.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
God,
call
he's
for like
calling Castellanos.
Yeah.
He's calling Castellanos. You're going to call a Castellanos touchdown and a Boston College Eagles win.
That's an all-time narrative.
Could be all time.
Yeah, it's
That's
diabolical.
so good.
I don't think I've
actually
heard of a
love
better
that.
narrative.
I will say,
Yeah.
last 2 quarterback rushing touchdowns I've given on here. I had Riley Leonard 2 touchdown. He got in twice, and both of them got called back by penalty for the second one. He ended with 1. Then I had Will Howard rushing touchdown last week, and he fumbled at the inch line.
You also had him to not throw a pick.
Wow.
Did have that. Slept on. Slept on Berg loss.
That is slept on, normal square, slept on, normal square. I don't normally get those, slept on, normal square. Type of whale.
Pilot whale. That's my big brain.
Ooh, that is your big brain whale. I like when you bring out the pilot whale.
All right, Mike.
I'm going to do something that none of you cowards did. Well, the weekend, Georgia Bulldogs are going to dog walk the Ole Miss Rebels this Saturday. There's going to be barking. There's going to be screaming. There might be a little bit of blood. And the Georgia Bulldogs are going to walk into Ole Miss and make Jackson Dart look like the idiot he is. And the Georgia Bulldogs are not only going to cover that spread, but they might win by 4 touchdowns. Georgia ML, Georgia -2.5, Georgia Alt -6.5. Whale of the weekend, the Georgia Bulldogs are barking.
Does that mean we could take Ole Miss now?
Why would that ever mean that? We already got flipped, so now I'm on Georgia, and you guys could have whaled Ohio State. You could have canceled it out. But I'm in a room with a bunch of cowards. So I'm going to do what you guys couldn't do. And I'm just going to stand on Georgia. Flip to Georgia, fine. Fuck it, let's go, Georgia. Hope Haley Kavner shows up to Rebel Town.
Dude, remember?
I hope.
Remember when you flipped off of Ole Miss last week and you took Arkansas? That didn't work.
Remember when I took Georgia to whale and they beat Ole Miss by 6 touchdowns? I also remember that, too. Can't wait for next episode.
This could be a generational move by Mike.
Should we move to the honorable mentions?
I think it's time.
Honorable mentions. The part of the show where we give you the rest of the plays that we're taking honorably and mentionably. Honorable mentions are as follows. Castellanos touchdown. That's an all-time narrative, and I need to ride that with Jovan. Minnesota -6.5. Rutgers is ratchet. Honorable mention. Miami -11.5. Georgia Tech is ratchet. Honorable mention. Clemson -6.5. Virginia Tech is ratchet. Duke +3.5. Vanderbilt +3.5. Honorable mentions.
Hey, man.
What?
Fade me?
No,
On the
what
whale?
did you take? I thought you took
South
Vandy.
Carolina.
Oh, you took the Cox at 3.5.
God damn, dude. All right, whatever.
You took the Cox.
Whatever.
3.5,
It's
dude.
cool. That's cool.
All right, fine. South Carolina -3.5. Honorable mention. I'll ride them again. Oregon -20. I'm just kidding. Oregon team total. They're going to beat the shit out of Maryland, but I just think there's going to be a lot of points. Oklahoma, Missouri, not doing that. Sorry, I'm not doing it. Virginia Pitt over. Honorable mention. Penn State -13.5. Honorable mention. And as always, I have to do it when it's on the board. Hawaii +13.5 on the island. Honorable mention. Mentioned honorably with honor.
A lot of spraying going on.
And mention.
I have 3 honorables for you guys. Javon also taking Boston College, money line.
Let's go.
I will be taking Texas State -7.5 against UL Monroe. Terrible program over there in Louisiana. And then this one was almost my will, but the Texas Florida under 48.5. A lot of defense in that game.
You like that under?
I do.
That's going to be a weird game.
Nah, I don't think so.
Blowout?
Yes.
I mean,
I like to think so.
if Lagway doesn't play, Florida might not score.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Who's that third stringer?
I don't know, but he's
Aiden Warner,
Aiden Warner.
transfer from Yale. He could not throw a football.
Yeah,
He
Aiden
can't throw
Warner
football.
is the epitome of a Yale quarterback.
Under.
Yep.
That's the kind of guy you open like an E-Trade account. You're like, hey, my name's Aiden Warner. You're like, wait, did you play quarterback at Florida for a year? Your dick punch off by Texas?
That's just like a little something to put in his LinkedIn.
Yeah, Florida quarterback.
Yeah.
Played quarterback for the University
Good.
of Florida.
Went to Yale and played quarterback at Florida.
It's kind of like maybe the best resume.
Yeah.
You can't really make a resume.
Almost
better
lost the
than that.
cover to Georgia. Just put it all in there.
All
All right,
Did come
Rav.
through, though.
We have cooking up over there.
West Virginia, Cincinnati, over 56.5, honorable mention.
I love that. Add that. I didn't even look at that. I love that.
Miami, Georgia Tech, over 63.5, honorable mention.
That's also going over. Fuck.
Virginia Tech plus 6.5 at Clemson, and Virginia Tech money line.
Okay. Why the fuck is Liberty minus 10.5? They suck balls.
Yeah, I was kind of confused.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
Middle
wanted
Tennessee
to
plus
say
10.5. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Bozo back.
Oh.
No fucking way.
Pitt money line, ASU money line, Bozo back.
Oh no! I have to tail the bozo. That's our first ever bozo. We've never done it before.
Wow. That's a rare Rav stand on business.
Yeah,
Bozo
no.
pack,
Dude, I
too.
feel like I
Yeah.
have to tail the bozo. We've never done that before.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, bozo.
Fresno State minus 10.5 at Air Force. They better not fuck me again. Utah State, Washington State, over 69.5. This is the largest total on the board.
Holy shit.
Hot.
With a
And
20 point. Sorry.
dude, Petrus is gonna be fucking throwing.
Petrus.
Is he still the quarterback there?
Yeah.
Wow.
And finally, and it's hitting this week. Tennessee first half spread
Oh my
Nope.
god.
against Mississippi
No.
No,
State.
that has to stop.
Nope.
That has to
It's
stop.
Mississippi State. If it doesn't hit,
Dude.
I will be done.
No.
When does it end? How many weeks in a row is it with Tennessee first half
This is week 5 in a row.
and 0-4?
Mississippi
Yeah.
State first half.
I mean, it's
add it
so
to my
due.
five.
It's due as fuck.
I want Mississippi State's first half.
Oh, I think that might be the difference. We're burging.
Yeah.
Oh, also,
Berg.
love our armed forces. Give me UNT plus 5.5 against Army. One more for me.
And now you're on the watch list. Welcome. You and Javon. You and Javon both. You and Javon both. That's interesting. But I'm the bad guy.
You are the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy. Javon?
Brendan Sorsby's playing against a backup quarterback and a shit
Knew
defense.
this shit was coming.
So I'm taking Cincy minus 5. Two worst teams, two worst offenses on the board, arguably. You're talking about power conferences, Oklahoma, Mizzou. I'm taking the over. We're going to seize points somehow, some way. Drew Pine versus Jackson Arnold.
That is fucking
Disgusting.
gross.
Disgusting. Then we wrap
That
it
is
up.
gross.
Wrap it up. Fade and Genty on the turf. Nevada plus 24.
Whoa.
Wow.
What do you guys think about a squad ride Oklahoma defensive touchdown?
Ooh,
I like that.
You think Drew Pine throws a little sixer the other way?
Yeah, first play of the game.
I
I'm
do.
in.
That's literally.
Could that not be
That might be
like
the quickest
a
cash of all
crazy
time.
That could be
play?
odd.
If Drew Pine plays, the one's going to the house.
Josh, thoughts?
Dude, I kind of love that. An Oklahoma, I don't even know if you can get that, but an Oklahoma defensive touchdown.
I'm
that
in.
feels good.
That could be
I'm in.
Ma, dude.
My
I'm in.
platter is like brain dead big. So why not? I'm just kidding. Weird spread though. Arizona's a favorite again. They suck balls too.
Yeah, I'm
The suck
I'm so
ball
tired
play.
of them.
Middle Tennessee State and Houston with the points. Just fade teams that suck balls.
Yeah.
I'm doing too much. You're right.
Yeah, I think
You're
you
right.
do too much.
You're right. I'm doing too much. That's been week 11. Fuck. A lot happened. I had a whole bit planned for Ole Miss. Just want you guys to know that.
Wait,
And
you
now
can
it's
do
dead.
it right now.
No, it's dead.
You still could.
You can unleash the bit
I
right
planned
now.
it last night. I wrote it out on my phone. George is winning now, so just want everyone to know.
Did it have
They
anything?
robbed you.
Did it have
They
anything to
robbed
do
you.
with that clown nose on your
Oh,
water
I was actually
bottle?
supposed to put that on for my whale.
That would have worked.
That would have
Yeah.
been incredibly ironic after you flipped.
I was supposed to do, dude. Had the nose involved. I had a whole script. There was a poem in there.
A poem?
How about this?
I want them to know at home.
He thinks
robbed
he's Edgar
me.
Allan Poe.
I'll offer you a
Rob.
deal. I'll offer you a deal right now, Mike.
Is this deal or no deal? Play the music.
Deal
Call
or
the
no.
banker.
I get one more undercard. I'll flip to Georgia.
Nah, it's too late, man. I already did the whole thing. I said they're gonna be barking. I said I hope Haley Kavner's there. It's over, man.
We got a chance to save what you were building with Ole Miss.
What I was building is dead.
The value.
You all killed it.
The value of undercards has skyrocketed.
Yeah, that's a lot of value on an undercard.
I used to have so much value.
Also,
that I
shout
won.
out Rav, man. You haven't stood on business once with the Georgia
I'm waiting.
bullshit, and this is the fucking week you stand on your biz.
Wait, what? Yes, I did.
Every
fading.
week you're like,
He's fading.
you know what? Took that underwin total, but I'm gonna take Georgia minus 6.5 in this spot. Constant this week. No moments, huh?
Rab,
Dude,
you
I'm
know
taking-
what you need to do now? Now that he's tripping you?
Yeah, it's time.
I see a late night 69.5 total on the board.
I would love to fade that over. It's a 20-point spread.
I do have 2 to use. I could get one out of the way right
You
now.
want to get one off right now on me?
Yeah, I'd love to get one off.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
If you do you want to get one off? You
Yeah,
can get one off. Go ahead.
undercard.
Go ahead.
Fuck you, Mike.
Fucking sound the alarm.
Under
Okay.
69.5 for Mikey.
Jesus Christ, dude. You want to get yours off? Why doesn't everyone just get one off on me right now? You already fucked me sideways. Why doesn't everyone else get in here and get one off?
I'm gonna build that load up.
Wow,
That's
that's
crazy.
been,
That's crazy. I'm sorry. I can't.
And that has
do
been the coin toss.
Yeah.
That's been week 11 of the coin toss. Thank you guys for watching every week. We're probably gonna have a completely different show next week. So keep the
Keep
good
tuning
comments
in
coming.
though.
Keep tuning in.
Yeah, keep
Keep
tuning in.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Keep sharing.
It's like a box of chocolates.
It's a little
Share
mystery
with
box every episode.
Share with your friends. 27-12 is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's what we're not changing. We've been winning.
We're not changing.
Yeah, the
that.
whales are never going away. That's just a good rule of thumb. Send it to 3 friends. That's the rule. Just
Yes.
3 friends. What's the worst that happen? They go, dude, don't ever send me these idiots again.
Yeah,
And then what?
that's fine.
You keep watching.
And then you send it 3 more.
Yeah. And then, but tell
Send it
them to
3
send it to 3 friends. Have a hate watch once in a while. Be like, I hate these guys. I'm gonna
Love
throw
a good
them up.
hate watch.
Yeah, dude.
We got the,
Get a
we got the
fucking
whales
hate
though.
watch
Tell the
going.
whales.
Dude, I've got guys fading me in the comments all the time.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, watch
I'm
the
one of
fade.
them.
Wow. Javon's in the comments and fading Rav. That's great.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching week 11. There's a great episode. We can't wait for week 12. Playoff picture is starting to come together as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are filming on Tuesday, so tonight.
Oh, tonight it drops.
I think so.
That's what I'll be watching until the election.
Oh.
Big ball guy.
Wow.
Big ball knower guy.
Big, yeah.
You got big balls?
Pigskin guy.
How big are your
Big
balls?
pigskin guy.
Pretty large. I know yours are so large after the amount of edging I've been doing with these undercards.
Yeah, dude. My balls are full.
All right.
You guys are edging my balls to balloons.
Oh man, we need deflate.
I've got balloon balls.
We need
Yeah,
deflate.
can we get Deflategate out here? For the love of
just-
God.
Let's just end the show.
This is
Rav.
week 11. This has been week 11. Lauren, get him out of here.
cut?